here's a disturbing trend that you may not be aware of. We are in the midst of a major spike in attacks on Catholics, both physical and political. Let me share a few concrete examples with you. Over the last 3 years, we have seen an assassination attempt on a Catholic Supreme Court justice. We have seen dozens of pro-life activists arrested by the FBI on, let's say, shaky grounds. In the last few years, we have seen over 370 Catholic parishes attacked and vandalized, including my own. My parish, Church of the Holy Family, was targeted by vandals 2 separate times. They broke in, they trashed the hall, they smashed our crucifixes, and they even tried to topple our statues. Now, we can't say for sure that these break-ins were some sort of targeted hate crime, but they did bring the reality of this anti-Catholic phenomena to my own front door, and they point to a much broader, much darker pattern. When it comes to this rise in anti-Catholic violence, the first question you might have is why? What's the source of all this anger and resentment against the church? Boiled down, the answer is actually pretty simple. Lies. Let me explain. Lies have always been the devil's favorite tool in attacking our church, and you know well the lies. Oh, the church is anti-science. The church is filled with pedophiles. The history of the church is filled with violence against peaceful Muslims and innocent scientists. They fill our heads with these lies. They teach them in schools, and they pass them all off as, well, of course. But now they've been given a new lie to embrace. That Roe v. Wade was overturned because of meddling by Catholics who only want to control women. Now, for whatever part Catholics played in overturning Roe v. Wade, praise God. But let's be clear, Roe v. Wade was bad law from its very conception. The bottom line is, lies do their job. And this new wave of violence is nothing new. So what happens now? Well, the opposition will continue to come at us. And they will come at us with a lot of passion, confidence, and bad information. More physical violence will result against Catholic buildings and Catholic persons. Now, the natural temptation is to hear that and think, well, I'll just keep my head down and hope that the worst of it blows over. But guys, there's a problem with that strategy. If we're living the way we ought as Catholics, the target on our backs is always going to be there, big and red and blinking. Standing for what's right and good means that we will be standing against all that is wrong and twisted, and that makes enemies. Our job is to love our enemies just as hard as we fight their ideologies. Now, it's a hard line to walk, and we're going to have to die to ourselves in the process. But Jesus never promised us ease or comfort. If we gotta bleed, let's bleed for what's right. I'm Father Joseph Krupp from the Diocese of Lansing for Edify. If you liked this Edify video, you'll love this one next to me. Thank you for watching.